Alright, what's going on, guys? So, I saw this clip on Twitter and it got quite a bit of attention in the gaming community. I saw a lot of people talking about it. But basically, this guy is like super upset because he thinks that tryhards have ruined his gaming experience. I guess we could just play it. It's only about a minute long, so let's go ahead and hear what he has to say.
This is the reason why I stopped playing video games right here.
Okay.
People like this game has been out for like what, a week? Just 1 week, and people are this try hard at a party game. Like, bro, like come on, man. Like, why are you doing this to everybody else? People don't learn how to go pro in a game in 1 week, but yet you guys are out here like winning every single, like it just doesn't make sense, man. You lose the fun in the game once you turn everything so competitive. Like, sometimes people just want to hop on, have a good time with their friends, play around, but next thing they know, they see sweats like this guy, right? Like winning every single game he plays, and then the game just becomes unfun after like 5 days. That's why no one plays Fortnite anymore. People are starting to lose fun in Warzone. Like, it's just...
First of all, what a terrible example, man. Like, I don't think you could have picked a worse game to use as an example. Maybe like tic-tac-toe or something. Like, I've never played Fall Guys, but from what I've seen, literally all you do in this game is just move around and jump and try not to fall off the map. That's it. Like, how the fuck can you even be a tryhard at a game like that, bro? All you're doing is jumping. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Now, ignoring this horrible example, the main point here is basically that tryhards ruin video games. And I was just looking at the replies to see what people were saying, and a surprising amount of people actually agreed with him, which was kind of weird to me, but I guess it really depends on the game. I don't know about you guys, but any game I play, at the very least, I'm gonna put a little bit of effort into it, you know what I mean? I'm not taking the time out of my day to play a game to just get shit on. Like, obviously I'm gonna try. Like, I don't really understand that logic. Why would you get on the game and then not try at all and just lose? Like, why waste your time? That doesn't really make any sense. I mean, I'm not saying you got to be cracked out like some of these little kids, you know, going crazy or nothing. You know, no one is saying all that. But you got to at least put in a little bit of effort, you know what I mean? You got to at least try to win. You know, you're not just going to get on and be the best. You know what I mean? That's not how the world works, right? I think it really comes down to two things, right? Number one is that people just want shit handed to them in life, right? They just want to get on the game and shit on everyone and win and, you know, just be the best or whatever without putting in any work or getting better or, you know, putting in any effort. No, you know, they just want to get on and win, right? We live in like a participation trophy society where people really have that mentality, which I really don't understand. Like, I just can't relate to that. But number two, I think a lot of people just really can't admit that they might not be as good as they think they are. Instead of just being able to admit, you know what? This guy just shit on me, you know? I gotta give him his props. This guy's really good. Like he got me, you know what I mean? I gotta get better. Instead, it's more like, nah, man, this guy's a tryhard. You know what? If I decided to try as hard as this guy, then I would be doing so much better. I just don't feel like trying that hard, okay? I'm playing for fun. Like, you know what I mean? Like, y'all all know somebody like that, right? We know those people. Those people are the worst, man. You just gotta let them talk, bro. You can't even take anything they're saying seriously. But like I said earlier, I think it does depend on the game. I think the one game where this actually does kind of apply is Fortnite, because I actually stopped playing Fortnite kind of for this exact reason. Also, just because I really didn't like a lot of the stuff they were adding to the game. It wasn't for me, man. You know, a lot of the decisions they made, I just didn't agree with. But, you know, on Fortnite, if you ain't practicing your builds every day, you're gonna run into some cracked out little 12-year-old and he's gonna clap your shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's just GG's, right? And I just don't got it in me, man. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't, bro. I'm not about to go to Playground or whatever the fuck and like practice my edits and like, I'm not doing that, man. It's not happening, okay? There's a direct relationship there, right? The better you are at building on Fortnite, the higher chance that you get bullied at school. Like, that's just a trade-off, you know what I mean? If you want to be really good at Fortnite, you might have to get bullied a little bit at lunch, you know what I mean? That's just kind of how it works, right? You know what I mean? So you decide if that's something you're willing to do. But that's really the only game that comes to mind for this, and that's because there's one very unique thing about Fortnite that maybe doesn't apply to a lot of other games, and that's that it was a game originally made for little kids, right? It wasn't supposed to be this huge competitive game with $1 million prize pools, but a bunch of like adults and older kids got a hold of the game and figured some stuff out and, like, you know, started making it crazy and made it into a competitive game, whereas that was never really the point of it, right? And even till this day, every time there's a new update, you can see a bunch of stuff that they add to the game that was clearly designed to appeal to little kids, and it's pretty obvious, right? But then you take a game like Counter-Strike, for example, right? That's another game that really takes a lot of time and effort to become really good at. Like, you really got to put the work in if you want to be the best at Counter-Strike. Same as Fortnite, right? It takes a lot of work. However, the difference is that's what the game was made for. That's how it was designed. They had competitive in mind when making the game, and that's why it's okay, right? I think most games fall under that category. Maybe not to that extent. Obviously, Counter-Strike is like one of the most serious games in the world, but even something like COD or Warzone is still taken pretty seriously. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think the worst part of all of this is that people like this, these participation trophy people, these people are the reason that we now have skill-based matchmaking in like every new game that comes out. They are the reason that nobody gets to chill anymore, which is crazy because all they wanted to do was chill, but they ruined that for everyone. Because I remember, like, back in the day, right? Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, MW3, sometimes we would load up into a lobby, it would be full of idiots, and we would just pub stomp them, chill out, you know what I mean? Relax, have fun. Then the next lobby would load up. It's a bunch of tryhards just like us, and then that was like, okay, shit, let's go, you know what I mean? You got your squad, we got our squad, let's see what happens. And that was cool as well. You got to experience both aspects of the game. But now, like, especially on Modern Warfare, I don't know if it's because the multiplayer is just so terrible, or if it really is the skill-based matchmaking, but it feels like it's the worst we've ever had, you know what I mean? I can't remember going on Modern Warfare multiplayer and running into a group of kids on the other team who go like 3 and 40, you know what I mean? Back in the day, you see that all the time, you know, 2 and 27, 3 and 41, 5 and 60 or whatever, you know, like really, really bad scores from kids like who don't even know how to like shoot their gun, right? Free kills. You really don't see that anymore. I'm sure those people are still out there, but now they get their own like protected lobbies where they all face off against each other and like they all just suck together. And I don't know what happens in those lobbies. Like maybe they all just like miss each other and like nobody dies. I don't know what happens. I would love to experience one of those lobbies, like get me in there, but like you just don't see that anymore. They got to be protected with their safe space. But anyways, that's pretty much it for the video, man. I just really can't relate to this type of logic, man. Listen, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what we're talking about, video games, real life, anything, right? If I'm taking time out of my day to participate in something, I'm gonna put some effort into it. Like, it just doesn't make sense why I would do something and then not try. Like, that just really doesn't make any sense to me. Like, that's just weird, man. Honestly, like, I just don't understand that. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you are not already. Follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day and peace out.